Hi, my name is Alan from Alan Re Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about private properties in the Marine Parade area. I will study the condominiums along my morning run, which will center around the upcoming Siglap MRT station along the Thomson-East Coast line. There are just too many condominiums to cover in Marine Parade. Hopefully, I will have another day to cover those nearer to Parkway Parade. Here, I will cover a mixture of new, matured, and very old condos. I will also cover those on freehold and 99 years leasehold tenure. Lastly, I will compare their performance between small and big projects. In short, I will be comparing close to 14 condominiums, so this will give us a good reference point on how well have they performed in the last 10 years. Before we commence, do you want to make a guess which condominium will outperform? Will it be the newest kids of the block, Seaside residents? What about the 1,000 units Bayshore Park or Mandarin Garden? Or will it be a niche project such as Axis at Siglap? Or will it be the old freehold condo like Fernwood Tower? Not forgetting HUDC apartment such as Laguna Park or the yet to be privatized Neptune Court. I'm very sure you will be in for the surprise. We will rank them from the lowest return first. Let's go. Firstly, we have Axis at Siglap. This is a 40 units development that was launched in 2007. This is also the era of the popularity of shoebox apartments. If you enter and bought a resale unit in 2013, you will have made only a pathetic 9% capital gain. However, if you have bought it from launch date, the result will be vastly different. Next on the list is East Signature along Elliot Walk. This is a freehold apartment completed in 2005. It's about 18 years old. There are only 20 units and the return to date is 90%. At 1448 PSF and next to an upcoming MRT station. This may seem a bargain for some. However, the low transaction volume is always a cause of concern. Third on the list is Seaside residents. Are you surprised? There is always this saying that a new launch condominium will make more money than resale properties. But how true is this? A quick note, Seaside was launched in 2017 and TOP in 2021. Hence, I only have 7 years of data to compare with instead of 10. Nevertheless, it was launched at an average price of 1721 PSF. And today prices are 2151 PSF. This means it achieved a 25% return from launch. Not too bad, in my opinion. Interestingly, next on the list at 27% return are Bayshore Park and Mandarin Garden. Both of them are huge development with more than 1,000 units. Both are aging 99 years condominium. To be fair to them, they can achieve a 27% return even with their age, mainly because of the appeal of the East, the MRT effect, and as usual, the rise in property prices over time. Here, let's go over some of the last remaining HUDC. Laguna Park is a HUDC that is 41 years old. High floor units will have a beautiful sea view. It achieved a 29% return in the past decade. There is always talk about en bloc for this condominium. Will it be happening soon? If you happen to stay in the East, maybe you can update me on the current status. Next on the list, we have Ville Marina. This is a FICE organization project. This is a low-rise project designed with a resort view. It achieved a 29% return to date. If you are budget constrained and do not want to overpay for a brand new condominium, you can seriously consider this. Here, we have come to the first 7 projects so far. Next, we will zoom into the condominiums that did amazing well in the past decade. Next on the list is Neptune Court. This yet to be privatized condo is sitting on land owned by the Ministry of Finance. If I can recall, there is another 99 years condo near Orchard Road that is also owned by MOF. Why is this so? I can only assume MOF may have built these condominiums to house their staff back then. This is similar to some condominiums in Jurong where the reversory land leases are owned by JTC. At 1061 PSF, it looked like a steal in Marine Parade, but with a remaining lease of 52 years. East Palm and Fortune Spring, I suppose, are aliens' names to most. Both of them are small projects that are completed in 2003. They are about 20 years old. Prices have increased by 33% to date. Pretty decent in my opinion. Thankfully for the freehold tenure and upcoming MRT station are just 15 walking distance. Another mid-sized condominium with 119 units is Elliot at the East Coast. This is a relatively newer condominium that TOP in 2012. A decade ago, the price was 1083 PSF. Today, it has increased to 1478 PSF, or the 36% return. I think there is still upside to this condominium. Next on the list is Fernwood Tower. Fernwood is a freehold condo that is about 29 years old. A decade ago, prices were 1225 PSF. Today's prices have shot up close to 1007 PSF, even for an old condo. This can be explained by the spillover effect due to Seaside residents. For those that believe in freehold only, they are puzzled why are 99 years old condominiums selling higher than freehold ones. This indirectly push up their prices. So next time, if you have a 99 years new launch next door, hold on to your freehold horses tight and let them gallop you forward. Another dark horse is Lagoon Ville, which is another HUDC. Prices have shot up to 43% to date to 1178 PSF. The opening of Siglap MRT station will further push up its prices. Lastly, the real champion is Eastern Lagoon. This freehold development has 307 units. It was completed in 1985 and is 38 years old. Prices were hovering around 1081 PSF, and lately prices were 1772 PSF. I dig further and realized that this is for the one bedroom transaction that measured 753 square feet and was sold for 1.335 million. If you like freehold and in the east, you can consider it such. Else, the fair average price for typical unit should be around 1006 PSF. Anyway, the price increase is due to its location, freehold tenure, and as usual, on-block potential. In conclusion, what can we learn here? Firstly, it is good to buy during launch and hold them in the mid to long term. With a rise in prices, you stand to exit with a profit. However, this also depends on the timing of the market. If you enter high, you will need to wait for the next high. But when is the next high and low? That is why always stay invested to ride the wave well. Secondly, some smaller projects did poorly as there are not enough transactions to support their price movement. This is the dilemma most owners staying in small projects are facing. Thirdly, older 99 years condo can still appreciate over time due to the East Coast plan. The upcoming MRT station could be a game changer for those staying in this area. Hopefully, this can also rejuvenate the older estates. Lastly, freehold condos perform the best even though they are old. They still hold their prices very well, especially due to their spaciousness and practical design. That is why buyers are still attracted to them as homes. Anyway, some of you have asked me what kind of houses I like. Personally, I like single-story bungalows that is old and charming. Else, I wouldn't mind staying in such old-school kind of apartments within the East Coast vibe. They are likely built in the mid-1990s. They are practical, spacious, and functional. Anyway, there are some Malay cemeteries in this area. This means there could be a Malay settlement here many years ago. It's good that such cemeteries are preserved to tell future generations about our roots. Anyway, for older condominiums that are undergoing redevelopment, I urge the authority to step in and preserve certain iconic monuments or even mature trees in the development. This will go a long way to build a sense of identity for our young nation. With that, I hope you have enjoyed the video. I promise you I will do part 2. That's all, and see you around soon.